Good morning! We are at Big Bear Lake and we're gonna walk to breakfast and we're gonna have a zero today. I'm not sure I'm gonna film much, but I'll try.
What it is. Maybe it's a scrambler.
Sorry. Welcome back to the hotel.
Wasn't it? Let's put our feet in it.
Since YouTube world does not like how I pronounce anything on this here channel, like Mount Jacinto, we've got Gorgonia. I'ma just pronounce this here lake wrong. This here lake is Lake Beyer. Lake Beer, Big Beyer Lake. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, we don't really have to do much, right?
Somebody did not like that sign. Well, hello there. I have my headphones in just so that you can hear me better. There is traffic in the background, but I don't know if it really makes a big difference, so hopefully you can. I thought about when I do zeros maybe to do like a series of town talk or something like that, kind of talking about thoughts about the PCT versus the AT, or just thoughts about the PCT in general. And I wrote some notes down just to kind of talk about that. So tomorrow, I think the video about trail angels will come out, and I'm curious what people's thoughts are going to be. Usually when I kind of mention something a little bit negative, people get all their little feathers ruffled and all things like that. But in general, you know, I do want to voice my opinion. That's why I have this channel, and I want people to have a really a certain a certain perspective. My perspective doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's my perspective. So, you know, since it's my channel, I'm going to convey my perspective. So, with regard to trail angels, I think the big thing that I will continue on doing is compare the Pacific Crest Trail with the Appalachian Trail, just because those are two really big trails, and you know, they are vastly different. And so when we go back to the topic of trail angels, I do find there still to be such a significant difference. So first of all, on the Appalachian Trail, we've gotten trail magic almost instantly when you get there. Like the first 100 to 200 miles, there are so many trail angels providing trail magic, like on trail food, on trail, just awesome free stuff that is really, really motivating for people. On the Pacific Crest Trail, our group personally has not had any actual trail magic, meaning like on trail kind of stuff, right? So we've had online trail magic, which is great, but on trail magic, we haven't had any of it. And we are over 260 miles into it. So that's definitely a big difference in the two trails, right? So the AT has quite a different community than the Pacific Crest Trail. I do want to talk about that, but on another note, when it comes to trail angels, now I don't know if I personally just am not aware of this happening on the AT, but on the Pacific Crest Trail, not only do actual shuttle drivers and hostel owners call themselves trail angels, but also a lot of hikers expect trail angels to just help them, right? So for example, there are trail angel Facebook groups, and they're very helpful. We have utilized them, but it is a lot more prevalent on the PCT to look for trail angels to help them. I don't think we ever looked at any Appalachian Trail angel Facebook groups to get any sort of help or shuttle driving. And I do think that the wording of trail angel is really what's confusing this here, you know. So a trail angel is somebody who's giving something for free, but on the PCT, anybody who is wanting to help Pacific Crest Trail through hikers is calling themselves a trail angel. Some do request money or demand money, and some say it's donation based. So that's a big difference. As a hiker, we always have to ask what is the expected rate, which we should do in general on the AT anyway as well, which we do, and we do pay trail angels often, but via donation. But when somebody expects a fee, like expects it, so they call themselves a trail angel, they drive you to the trailhead, and then they expect a fee, that isn't really a trail angel, that's like a shuttle. Anyway, I talked about that in the other video, but it is a lot more prevalent for PCT through hikers to seek out trail angels via the internet. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, it's just, it's very different from the AT. Now, the way the towns are, that's almost necessary, right? Because Big Bear Lake, I thought was going to be very close to the trailhead, but it's not. It was quite a drive. And so everything is rather far away. And so as a PCT hiker, you really do have to look for that kind of help, right? So anyway, that's a big thing. Another big difference between the PCT and the AT is that the community is vastly different. So on the AT, there is a lot more of a sense of fellowship, companionship, community. When we get to trail towns, a lot of times, most hikers that are in town at that time, we end up hanging out, we end up going to the same restaurants and things like that. On the PCT, it seems a lot more cliquey, and it seems like a lot of hikers are more separated, and there's not really that sense of community. And it's not even on Trail Town, it's also like on trail. There are just a few people that we really connect, but every time we meet new people, it's either a hit or miss. Not everybody is very friendly. Now that's the same on the AT as well, but it just seems on the PCT that it's a lot more separated, a lot more cliquey. And that's very unfortunate, because part of this thing of through hiking is the community and connecting to people. And I, you know, me as a German, I know Germans are very abrasive, direct, and things like that. But I've come across a lot of Germans that are very, very friendly. And I've come across some Germans on the PCT that are very, very unfriendly and very, they don't want to talk to you at all. And I find that curious. I mean, I don't really get that. Like, I mean, I guess if you want to just be by yourself, that makes sense. But it's a group of Germans, and anyway, so that's another topic there. And then just some small things. The whole concept of Wi-Fi on the PCT at hostels or anywhere is a struggle. When you're on the Appalachian Trail, you get to a hotel, Wi-Fi is usually very good. You can upload videos, and it's not really a problem to be a vlogger on the Appalachian Trail. On the PCT, it's a lot more difficult, because you get to a hotel, not every hotel has Wi-Fi, but then if a hotel does have Wi-Fi, it doesn't really work. It's not very fast. Then you try to upload it via just, you know, cellular data, and then that takes hours to upload. So that's a really big difference. Like, PCT doesn't have a very easy way for vloggers to upload videos. I know the struggle is real, right? But since I am a vlogger, I do want to mention that. And then the other thing is that laundry. It's a very curious how laundry is not always included in the hotels on a Pacific Crest trail. On the Appalachian Trail, a lot of hotels, motels, hostels, they have laundry. On the PCT, it seems like we most of the time have to go to a laundromat. Now on the AT we did have to do that as well, but it was a lot more often that the laundry was included in the hotel motels versus on the Pacific Crest Trail. So Wi-Fi and laundry, kind of weird how that's not really something that's very accessible. All right, we're doing a shakedown for this wonderful fireball right there. Got the packages, I'm impressed. It was like next day delivery, so that was pretty cool. New boots goofing. Goofing those boots. Woo! So after kind of reflecting on what I said today about AT versus PCT, I realized that I really haven't said anything particularly positive about the Pacific Crest Trail. And that's really sad because I do think the Pacific Crest Trail is quite phenomenal. It's amazing. One of the most amazing thing about the PCT is the scenery. I don't think I even have to say that. You see it in the videos. The scenery and the views are for miles and miles, and they're breathtaking. And I know we are in the desert section, which is not really a desert, but you know, it has all these different plants, and we get to see some desert bloom, and it's really cool. I love that it's different from the Appalachian Trail. I also really enjoy that there are a lot of switchbacks. Now, it seems weird to have switchbacks because, I mean, as many as there are on the PCT, because it just seems like you're on the same mountain for the whole day because you could just go downhill. But honestly, I really appreciate it because it does help from all that wear and tear on your body. So that's another thing that's really amazing about the Pacific Crest Trail. And yeah, so it's the scenery, the trail itself. It's just a really, really breathtaking trail, and I really love it. And I can't wait to see the more deserty section, as well as North California, as well as, you know, well, the Sierra obviously, and Oregon and Washington. I can't wait. It's going to be quite fantastic. Also, I haven't really mentioned our amazing room right here. If anybody comes to Big Bear, you should come to this beautiful, beautiful hotel. This is the Robin Hood Resort, and what was the daily rate for the Robin Hood Resort?
200.
The daily rate? What about the Pacific Crest Trail?
Is that 99?
It's 99, right, per night.
PCTs.
For PCT through hikers, this hotel room or resort room was $99, right? So it gives you 2 queen beds, which we share via 4 people. Also, if you don't want to share a bed, you can be on this here sofa right there. We have a beautiful fireplace, a kitchen area, and our own toilet shared among 4 people. So we all get to take a shower, and it's only $99 per night. Divide that by 4 people, it's really quite the deal and really quite the steal. But a lot of people who come to Big Bear like to have the experience of staying at Kenny's. You know, definitely do that. I don't know how much it costs to be there, but if you do want to have a little bit more privacy and you have people to share a room with, this is amazing. You really should check it out. And again, I think it's called the Robin Hood Resort. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video.